Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew, man? We're back today, man. Hey, today's video, we have top 10 disturbing details about Diddy's life. Y'all know the trial is getting ready to pop up, I'll say. It's creeping up on us. I know I heard something about jury selection. I don't know when necessarily the trial is getting ready to start. But it's coming soon.
Yeah.
I heard he was offered a plea deal.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
But I forget the stipulations of this plea deal and like the amount of time they offered.
Yeah.
I forgot. Because I heard, like, I feel like I heard the plea deal. I was like, bro, you should have took that. That's low key like skating. I swear I feel like I heard that.
Mm-hmm. I heard it, but I just can't remember either.
Let me see if they got it. Let me see. Okay, Diddy plea deal offers. He rejected a plea deal in his case before jury begins. While the details of the plea deal were not disclosed in court, prosecutors indicated it would have resulted in a lighter sentence than if Combs were found guilty. Combs' decision means he will. It just keeps saying shorter sentence. I swear I feel like I heard something like 5 years.
Oh.
What you think?
I don't know why I got 10 in my head.
It was like 5 to 10. It wasn't that long.
But I could have made that up in my own head though.
What I remember, I was like, it's not that long, and I would have took it. Because he's been sitting for what, a year?
I don't know.
I feel like it's been about a year now.
Yeah.
But hey, with that being said, make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go. If you want the first part, you got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's visuals,
like it with a thumbs up.
And as stuff goes out, we will try to, react to what's going on. Try to keep with the know of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's news related, so
yeah,
it's like news hour for us,
Yeah, I don't even think that it stated the amount of years.
But I
think I made it up in my head.
I don't know why I feel like I heard somewhere it was 10.
Probably made it up in your head.
No, I read something. I swear.
So I'll make something up in my head in a second.
But hey, man, let's get into it. Let's check it out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. And I'm wondering is anybody else gonna go down, but similar to the R. Kelly situation, I don't think so. I think it'll just be him. Like with the R. Kelly situation, I feel like a lot of other people behind the scenes that turned witness should have went to jail as well. Because I don't think, in R. Kelly's situation, I don't think he was just guilty alone. Same way with the Diddy situation. I don't think he's guilty alone. You have the enablers who assist.
Yeah.
You ought to get the trafficking charges as well because you're assisting with it.
Right.
I felt like I was in the presence of his monster inside.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unsettling, controversial, and shocking aspects of Sean Diddy Combs' personal and professional life. Warning, certain information contains distressing details.
Drug-fueled sex parties for his own twisted enjoyment.
Number 10. His father was killed.
My father's name is Melvin Combs.
I do know.
I said he was a very stylish dresser. The ladies love.
I told you about, you don't even know all that because you was too young as a kid to know what your dad was like. But I told you about
his dad.
Yeah. Didn't I tell you about the details of his dad?
Loved him. His whole everything was real meticulous.
Long before fame, Diddy was raised by his mother Janice and had little knowledge of his father Melvin Earl Combs. A U.S. Air Force veteran, Melvin was said to have died in a car accident, or so his mother told him. However, as Diddy got older and began digging into his past, he discovered the truth. His dad had been a dealer connected to the infamous crime boss Frank Lucas. The truth is, in 1972, Melvin was shot and killed in his car at the age of 33, reportedly in a hit. The violent world his father was part of undoubtedly cast a long shadow over Diddy's early life.
It was like a sigh of relief, you know what I'm saying? Because I finally knew that what I was feeling was true, you know what I'm saying? That I was the son of a hustler or a gangster.
Number 9. Nightclub shooting. In December...
You'd be like, but what's so crazy? A lot of people do be proud to be sons of hustlers and gangsters. Like, your mom tried to hide their life from you, which is good. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to idolize that. I don't, because a lot of kids will idolize their father and be like, man, my dad was really one of them, and I'm gonna show you that's in me.
Yeah.
But she was trying to keep that away from you. But it's like you want it. Oh man, that's crazy though.
I was a son of a hustler or a gangster.
Number 9, nightclub shooting. In December 1999, Diddy, then known the world over as Puff Daddy, was involved in a high-profile nightclub shooting in Manhattan. After a scuffle inside Club New York, gunshots rang out, injuring 3 people.
I mean, it's been like a year and a half. It was like a year and a half with this.
Diddy fled the scene with then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, his bodyguard, and protege Shine. Shine, who was signed to Bad Boy Records at the time, was convicted and sentenced to 10 years in prison for his role in the incident.
This is someone who destroyed my life.
However, he would go on to accuse Diddy of, quote, ruining his life, claiming the music mogul turned on him by having witnesses testify against him, leading to his imprisonment.
I was defending him, and he turned around and called witnesses to testify against me, and he contributed. He pretty much sent me to prison.
Number 8, mistreatment.
You already know how I feel about that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Because for the most part, Sean came out and started having negative things to say after Diddy got locked up in the charges. But before, he had Diddy come and help donate to his cause and everything. He's like, this is my brother.
Yeah.
You already had been to jail. You got out and got deported. You know what I'm saying? But as long as he was out and you was able to utilize him for you to benefit off of, we never heard the truth. Yeah. As soon as he go to jail, now you speak the truth. I look at that a little sideways.
Yeah, true. Cause if I got some against you or I feel some type of way, I'm not linking up with you. I don't want your money. I don't want to be photo, video. I don't want to be around you. Like, we had our little moment then. I went to jail, whatever. You live your life, I'm going to live mine.
And not even I went to jail. You high key sent me to jail.
Well, okay.
Basically, he sent Sean to jail.
Right. You sent me to jail.
And I was the fall guy. My
basically.
Bad.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. But yeah, you sent me to jail. Whatever, you know that you could look that stuff up. I'm just not trying to get into all that. Yeah. But yeah, and I'm good. We all right, cool. We ain't got nothing to talk about for real. I just found it a little fake. But
I wonder. My bad.
What?
Now I'm finna say I wonder if they fully had like 100% like investigated the situation. Should they have also charged J-Lo? Because J-Lo is the one who actually brought supposedly, quote-unquote, accusation of bringing the gun into the club. That's how they was able to get it in. So should she have been charged?
As well? Yeah, in any other situation, the person that bring the gun in, hand the gun over, and the gun is used during the crime gets charged. So what's the difference?
Accessory to the crime, right?
But yeah.
Of artists.
What you waiting for? Let the freak show begin. How they came in a truck.
Diddy's.
Did we hear them lyrics?
Take it back.
We ain't hear them lyrics.
Of artists.
What you waiting for? Let the freak show begin. How they came in a truck.
Diddy's track.
And I also.
Let the freak show begin.
And I wonder, like, when he got out, because I wasn't finished
you talking about Sean? My bad.
When he got out. Did you like reach out? And you know how people, they talk a good game and they like feed your head up like, I'm gonna take care of you. You gonna be good.
So the thing is, Sean here became president of Belize. I know. And as him being president of Belize, one year Diddy came down there and did like a giveaway and got this money. He was on stage with him. Yeah. It was like, this is my brother. He will always be my brother. Like Sean been a political
or was it just the thing, like, even though I probably still feel some type of way towards you, I'm not going to shut up. I'm going to still be professional up here. Nah. It wasn't that type of thing?
I don't look at it being that type of thing because, bro, you're in a whole nother country as well. Yeah. You could have 100% separated.
No, I'm just wondering.
And you were no longer in the music business.
I'm just wondering what was like going through his head. Like, what was the reasoning for like kind of basically like, yeah, we could be back cool, and then after he got locked up, like. After,
it just made it
after Diddy got locked up.
It just made me side eye you a little bit because I'm like, at the end of the day, it's morals.
Yeah.
And long as you can reap the benefit off of it, you was gonna continue.
Yeah, that's
you
all.
wouldn't have came out and said nothing about him.
But yeah.
I bet. But I'm looking at these lyrics.
Okay, what was the lyrics again? You ain't gotta take it back.
Artists.
What you waiting for? Let the freak show begin. How they came in a truck.
Diddy's track record.
Now they probably leaving a bin. That's a little sus, bro.
With artists on Bad Boy Records is infamous for the wrong reasons. Many musicians have criticized Combs for exploitative contracts and poor management. Mace would publicly accuse Diddy of cheating him with a $20,000 publishing deal and withholding royalties.
I never got paid what I was worth, and I never got the respect I was worth. So the disdain that I got for Puff is more like, you trying to keep me here.
However, Combs asserted that Mace owed him $3 million.
Mace owes me $3 million. That's facts. I got the receipt.
Second album, you gave money to do second album, never delivered.
Did the album, never delivered. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to go back and forth with Mace. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back and forth with nobody.
Diddy would eventually return publishing rights to Mace and several other artists in 2023. Meanwhile, Aubrey O'Day, a member of the girl group Danity Kane, has pointed to a toxic environment at Bad Boy Records and has criticized Diddy's boot camp management style. While Diddy helped many artists rise to fame, his methods have been called into serious question. Number 7, Sean Jones.
But I'll say this in regards to like the music industry, and yes, I can speak on this. I feel like it's easier to point fingers at Diddy and other individuals like him that runs in the music industry like that, because not like you're a face. Like we can put the name and a face with it, right? And when they say, "Hey, this person screwed me out of my money and all this," bro, that's the industry. And the only thing is, most of the time when y'all say certain people, nobody knows these people because no one knows the name, the face to the name. You get what I mean? So now if I complain about my publishing deal or my percentage rights, I say Diddy, you know who Diddy is. You know what I'm saying? But if I say one of these, you say no.
I say yeah.
But if I say one of these big CEO in corporate, they doing the same shit, even 10 times worse. Low key, that's what Drake is high key dealing with, right? That's part of the reason why Drake is feuding, is because they trying to keep him here. You know what I'm saying? Drake feeling like he's up here. They're like, nah, motherfucker, we can control this. Mm-hmm. You down here. We gonna always get some money off of you no matter what. And it's kind of like, like modern, it is, which a lot of people say, it's kind of like modern day slavery. Just in a different form of fashion. As long as we got you in this contract, we own you. Yeah. We get a percentage of every fucking thing you do. You'll never be bigger than, you know what I'm saying, we'll allow you to become. Yeah. And so it's not idealistic of slavery, but it's like modern day.
No. I'm just trying to see where, yeah.
The only reason why I'm saying it is because so many people can come out and say how he mistreat them. Y'all do know the whole music industry has always been.
But that doesn't make it right, though.
I'm not making it right.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's right.
That people
what I'm saying is, no matter who you sign to, it's either you gonna they get ready to get lubed, bent over, and get. Yeah. Because they were gonna do that to you no matter what. Especially if you want to be successful, you're gonna get screwed before you can ever become successful. But I'm just saying it was it made it easier to point at him because he was known. Because he's not the only one they talk about like that. You got L.A. Reid they talk about like that. You got Jermaine Dupri they talk about like that. Everybody like that's got a face along with the name that you can like point at, they get the same. Yeah. But like we always say, people just don't do shit like this. They don't just wake up one day. They learn it from somewhere. And a lot of these individuals learned it from those who taught them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying it's right, though.
John and sweatshop labor.
Diddy, the new collection is great.
You can call me Sean, Harold.
Okay, Sean.
Matter of fact, you can call me Sean John.
In 2003, Diddy's fashion label Sean John came under fire after a National Labor Committee investigation found sweatshop-like conditions at a factory in Honduras. Workers reportedly endured inhumane conditions, wage theft, tainted beverages, and non-negotiable body searches, all while producing clothes for Diddy's multi-million-dollar brand. It's also said women were subjected to mandatory pregnancy tests and faced termination if the results were positive.
Don't stop now, baby.
Despite the controversy, Sean John's reputation remained largely unaffected.
This has been a partnership of over 13 years that is constantly and still evolving.
In fact, the brand received the CFDA Menswear Designer of the Year award. However, in 2023, Macy's announced plans to discontinue the line. Number 6. Bitter feuds. From 50 Cent to Suge Knight, Diddy's list of enemies runs deep, and some feuds have taken a rather dark turn. Combs' beef with Wendy Williams escalated when he allegedly sent the girl group Total to jump Williams at her offices. He was later said to have had a hand in her firing. In a more
Did you know that?
I think I knew that. I think I heard that somewhere. I can't
Total
remember.
came to jump on Wendy? Nah, that's that 90s messiness right there,
Williams
bro.
at her offices.
That's
he
crazy.
was later said to have had a hand in her firing. In a more chilling claim, Diddy's ex Cassie alleges Diddy was so furious about her dating Kid Cudi in 2012 that he threatened to blow up the rapper's car, saying he wanted to make sure Cudi and his friends would be home at the time. Not long after, Cudi's car reportedly exploded in his driveway.
In 2012, Cassie alleges that Combs was so enraged over her dating Cudi that he blew up Cudi's car. Through a spokesperson, the rapper, born Scott Mescudi, told the New York Times, quote, "This is all true."
Cassie says that this is when she truly realized what Diddy was, quote, willing and able to do to those he believed had slighted him.
And Wendy, who's long been critical of the disgraced rapper throughout her career and on her self-titled show,
I think that he's like leading this Playboy lifestyle,
is now sharing her relief to learn of his indictment.
Number 5. White parties. Diddy's legendary white parties were once the pinnacle of celebrity culture. Organized and hosted by Combs starting in the late 1990s, white parties were lavish events particularly known for their exclusive guest lists. However, disturbing allegations have since emerged about the events.
Another woman is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual assault in a lawsuit.
Adria English, an exotic dancer and adult film performer, has sued Diddy, claiming he instructed her to wear a black dress to signal she was available for intimate encounters. She alleges she was also plied with illegal substances and used as a, quote, sexual pawn.
Adria English says she worked for Combs from 2004 to 2009. In the complaint, she accuses Combs and other defendants of using her as, quote, a sexual pawn.
Recording artist Jay Blaze once recalled feeling uneasy after witnessing inebriated men mistreating models in the pool. These and other allegations of gross misconduct have reignited scrutiny of Diddy's white parties. Number 4. Tupac's...
That's crazy, bro. Y'all better stop going to them Hollywood, bro. I already know them Hollywood parties be a little, you know what I'm saying? But like they always say, you gotta leave before a certain time. There ain't nothing wrong with partying, you know what I'm saying, and turning up. But you leave before a certain time. Because after that certain time, you know. And there been some OGs, and you gotta know when to. Didn't Cat say that? No, he said you gotta know when to say no.
Tell him no. You gotta tell him no.
But did he also say you gotta know when to leave?
I don't know, but I can't remember.
And I know Denzel said it too. Like,
yeah.
I think Denzel said leave before 11 or 12. One of them
make
songs.
up a time, child. I can't remember.
But he did say you got to leave before a certain time because after that, those who want to stay want to play.
You know something? I just be thinking, because you know so many people have like aspirations and stuff to make it, you know, whether it's in the film industry, music, whatever it may be, you know, still film, but behind the camera some way, somehow. Because, you know, I kind of that's something that I kind of wanted to do before I like decided to like, oh, I'm going to just go to school for this or whatever the case may be. Honestly, hindsight, looking at it now, I would have made it.
And you wanted me to go to Hollywood and be involved in this bull.
I be thinking about it, and I'm like, you know something, I would have wanted, first of all, y'all would have been inviting me. They'd be like, she don't never come to none because I ain't going to nothing. I'm not putting myself in situations where, you know, I have to like worry about, you know, like I don't have time for that. I don't have time for it. I'm going to always be saying no and y'all will hate me. I will be that person. They be like, oh, she ain't no fun. Show ain't no. I'm going to be right at home. I'm going to do my job and go home. Y'all ain't going to never see me on the scene.
Yeah, I had a job opportunity in L.A. She was with me when I got approached with it. We done had the conversation recently about it.
Well, you had it on camera.
But I'm saying we've had it privately, too. And she was like, you never know what could have left. Man, sometimes you got to know when to say it.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie.
The
darkness of LA, of Hollywood and LA scares me. And I was just like,
but there have been so many people that have talked about it and that's successful, and they don't participate in all that stuff, but they are good at what they do.
You never 100%.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna say they don't, but they've stated that they don't. But I don't know what you do. But they stated that they don't. They don't.
Or in the early years.
Yeah, probably earlier. I don't know.
You never know what people.
But that's the thing. Like, say for instance, you go to a few things early on because you just, you know, naive to things, right? Mm-hmm. You don't know, and then you start seeing things.
Somebody might play with your booty.
Hold on.
Cause ain't that what happened with
I don't know.
Terry Crews?
I have no clue.
He said, grown men. It ain't just him. Like, grown men be out there getting grumped. Like, you just in a party and they just walk up to you and grab your ass and you just... No, I'm just saying, like...
It's not just women.
I'm saying, you just in a party and you just, like, just having a drink and a grown old man just walk up and grab you on your ass or grab your penis. I ain't want to say the word. I was like, damn, I said. But grab you and you supposed to sit there and just take it. Because this person is control of this person. They expect
for you to just sit there and
And if you say something, that's gonna be your career.
Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. So. Yeah.
But yeah.
My point in saying it was that my heart goes out to anyone that has experienced like these terrible things.
We could have been up in the mix. Boy, if I had said we'd be in LA right now. Could have been partying up and just...
You play too much. Come on.
I could have been the next Terry Crews.
On the movie.
I'm talking about the movie, not...
Okay.
Yeah.
Gross misconduct have reignited scrutiny of Diddy's white parties. Number 4, Tupac's death conspiracies. In September 1996, rapper Tupac Shakur was fatally shot in Las Vegas, dying from his injuries nearly a week later.
Shakur was shot 4 times after leaving the Mike Tyson boxing match in Las Vegas.
The now infamous case has sparked countless conspiracy theories, with former LAPD detective Greg Kading claiming Diddy paid gang member Dwayne Keefe D. Davis $1 million to kill Shakur and manager Suge Knight. While Knight survived, Kading suggested Biggie's murder 6 months later was an act of retaliation.
Still tote gat strapped with infrared beams. Chopping O's, smoking line optimals.
Diddy dismissed the allegations as, quote, pure fiction. Tupac Shakur's family is still seeking answers about the prolific rapper's 1996 murder, however, and have hired attorney Alex Spiro to investigate any possible connection to Sean Diddy Combs.
Have you ever looked into any of that?
Any of what?
The whole Tupac and Biggie deaths?
I feel like I have, but not like deep, but just like surface level. Or we done talked about, or you done told me stuff. I can't remember.
Think we had to.
Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Yes, we have because we have.
Should Keefe D push it? Because you know he's in jail right now for the murders. Yeah. Should he push it on Diddy?
What role did he play again?
He was the connection.
And he got paid.
Supposedly. And but his nephew didn't live. His nephew was the one that killed, which is Lane.
Yeah.
Lane didn't live that long afterwards. He ended up dying as well. I
don't feel like anyone should be let off the hook.
But I'm saying, should he push that role of Diddy paid us to do that?
You said should he come out and say it?
He came out.
Because he has come out and said it, right?
But I'm saying because you know he's like got a case for it now,
Yeah.
and he's going down for the murder of Tupac. Should his attorney go down that route?
Sure.
Only reason why, because then they're still confessing to
Yeah,
your
because
enrollment.
at the end of the day, you still saying you had some part in it. That's why I said, I mean, you can go down whatever, pull out whatever card you need to pull out, but
supposedly they know
some type of role.
And supposedly they know the person that killed Biggie as well. That man in that bow tie. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I know about that.
They say they found the car too. The car that was used.
I didn't know about that.
He supposedly I heard something about him being an undercover officer. Yeah.
Yeah, that's news to me.
The family of the late rapper Tupac Shakur has hired a team of investigators to look into what they say is a link between Sean Diddy Combs and the murder of the hip-hop star in 1996.
Number 3, a history of violent behavior.
Do you believe Diddy is a dangerous person?
Yes.
Diddy's long history of alleged violence is well documented, ranging from threatening business partner Kirk Burroughs with a baseball bat to punching Nas's manager Steve Stout, assaulting partygoer Gerard Ricknitzer outside a...
Then an artist that Diddy used to work with back in the day, I heard that he had an interview with, I think he had an interview with I want to say with Vlad. He basically said him and Diddy used to like run on females. It was like, yeah, Diddy done seen me, I seen him. He's a bald head dude though. He's an R&B singer.
To punching Nas's manager Steve Stout, assaulting partygoer Gerard Ricknitzer outside a nightclub, attacking football coach Sal Alosi, and indecently harassing former chef Cindy Rueda. However, in the wake of his September 2024 arrest, legal action against Combs has intensified even more. Within weeks, over 100 new plaintiffs vowed to file lawsuits alleging abuse. Many are being represented by attorney Tony Busby, who has claimed that more than 3,000 individuals have come forward with allegations against Diddy.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed.
Number 2. Cassie's allegations.
After years in silence and darkness, she's finally ready to tell her story.
In November 2023, singer Cassie, real name Cassandra Ventura, filed a bombshell lawsuit accusing Diddy of a decade-long pattern of abuse. Her suit claims that much of the time they were together, Combs plied her with copious amounts of illegal substances, which she alleges were used to control her. Furthermore, Ventura states that Diddy forced her to have relations with others in various cities. These encounters were supposedly viewed and recorded by Diddy himself. Ventura and Combs settled the lawsuit out of court, with Combs' lawyer assuring that the settlement is, quote, no way an admission of wrongdoing. However, Cassie's lawsuit is widely believed to have been the trigger for Diddy's federal indictment.
Boy, that video right there, him running down that hallway after her, I think that was a nail in the coffin about a lot of things pertaining to him and Cassie.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you gotta have some type of proof, right?
Yeah.
And then it shows you, like, even when they was on the Met Gala, right? He tapped her, and she knew when to, because she was standing in front of him. He did this. He said, and she got behind him and kind of took this, like, this approach. Yeah. She took this approach, like, okay, yeah. Like, it's like, get it together. And she stood behind him. And then, ain't no telling what she went through, for real.
Facts.
It's like kind of brainwashing you and transforming you to
and
who I want you to be.
Manipulate, like, so many things. Like, years
Cassie.
of it.
My bad.
I was just saying
it's
years
like,
of it.
and also like making you like my possession. That's sad.
Assuring that the settlement is, quote, no way an admission of wrongdoing. However, Cassie's lawsuit is widely believed to have been the trigger for Diddy's federal indictment.
We're going to begin tonight with the alarming images now emerging of Sean Diddy Combs.
The new video obtained exclusively by CNN.
Before we continue, be sure to...
All I know is it's sad all the way around, bro.
Facts.
Like, at the end of the day, no individual involved in any of it. Bro, just imagine. I ain't even going to, because that's other allegations that we don't know whether it's true or false, so I'm not going to speak on what I was about to say. But I will say this, RIP to everybody who's been around him that has unfortunately passed and lost their life early. Whether from friends, loved ones, family members, lovers, bodyguards. And he's been able to continue to be successful.
Yeah.
Your settings and switch on notifications.
I'm not insinuating anything.
Number 1, freak-offs.
They also uncovered videos of elaborately produced sex performances with multiple victims that Combs allegedly referred to as freak-offs.
At the center of the current federal charges laid against Combs are so-called freak-off performance parties. Prosecutors describe these X-rated events as, quote, elaborate and produced performances featuring adult workers, which Combs allegedly organized, directed, and recorded for his own gratification.
He's accused of trafficking women and male sex workers to perform depraved freak-offs, drug-fueled sex parties for his own twisted enjoyment.
Freak-offs, which often lasted several days, were held in secret. According to prosecutors, the items used in the freak-off gatherings included large quantities of illegal substances, quote, gallons of liquor, and other notable supplies such as baby oil and lubricants, which were allegedly, quote, essential for the event. It's also claimed that IV fluids were sometimes administered following the sessions to help Combs and others recover from the physical strain.
He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims.
What do you make of the disturbing details surrounding Sean Diddy Combs' personal and professional life? Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah.
So much.
There's so much, man. There's so much more that we can continue to go into, and we will. Just not right now, but eventually we will, man. But again, man, heart goes out to the victims. And I hope that y'all do get the justice that y'all are seeking and looking for, you know. I hope the court rules in. If they are 100% able to find 100% strong evidence, I hope he gets sentenced the way he deserves.
Yeah.
You know. But y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comment section down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kiddandceemgmt.
We out.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my